What's up, Peace Giant fans? As you see, I'm wearing my blues. Going to get it in today. Today's draft day. Sorry that I haven't been able to put out no mocks. A couple of things came up, and sorry for, as you see, I'm getting the growth in. I'm gonna be shaping it up though, trying to look human again. But I just wanted to grow my beard and see how it looked. If I don't like it, I'm gonna cut it off and go back to the goatee. So that's how you know I haven't been here for a while. And I apologize about that. But let's get into tonight. A lot of people. First couple of things I want to talk about is a lot of people have the Giants doing different things, trading back into the first round for Jackson Dart and this, that, and the third. Me personally, I don't think the Giants should do that. I think when you have Russell Wilson, you have Jameis Winston, you still got Tommy Cutlets. I think that's good enough. I think that's good enough for the Giants to win about 7 games this season and be competitive. Me personally, what I would do, I'm going to do a mock today. I know y'all are saying, oh man, you ain't do a mock in like 2 months and blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. I'm going to do a mock today before the draft. And it's what I would do if I was the Giants. A lot of people may not agree with it, but it's what I would do because I think it answers a lot of questions with the Giants. It solves some of our problems, long term and in the present, short term. One thing I did want to talk about too was I've noticed because I've been looking at a lot of people. I've been getting a lot of alerts, and I've been checking people's mock drafts and stuff like that. Let me tell you something, man. There's a lot of phony people out here. You know what I mean? And you know, as a New Yorker, there's certain things that we do. And one of the things that we do is keep it real. You have a lot of people. You had one guy, he's on here. He was talking when I first did a mock draft. He was like, if the Giants walk out of this draft with Mason Graham and Jackson Dart as their first 2 picks, I'm gonna be highly upset. Now, 3, 4, 5 months later, oh, the Giants trade back in the first round. You gotta get Jackson Dart. Really? Really? You had other people on their channels talking about how the Giants need first off, let's go in order. Okay. First off, it was Shedeur Sanders was the talk of the town. Oh, the Giants got to draft Shedeur. Oh, they got to get Shedeur. They got to take Shedeur. Blase, blase. Oh, they got to take Shedeur. Then, after Shedeur, it went to Cam Ward. Oh, they got to take Cam Ward. He's got an arm. He could throw off platform. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Then it went to Travis Hunter. Oh my God. Oh my God. The Giants got to take Travis Hunter. Oh, he's a generational talent and blah, 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 blah. We got to take Travis Hunter. We can't leave the draft without Travis Hunter. Now the flavor of the month is Abdul Carter. Oh man, the next Micah Parsons 2.0. They gotta get Abdul Carter. Where's all of this fickleness coming from? Do you guys even watch college football? Or y'all just wait until the draft comes around and, sound like some of these other pundits that don't know what they're talking about? I'm not criticizing anybody. It might sound like I am. If it does, I apologize. But let's keep it real, people. You know what I mean? Giant fans and New Yorkers, they know that better than anyone. And you don't have to be a New Yorker to be a Giant fan. I'm just saying. Let's keep it real. The Giants, in my opinion, don't need a quarterback. Their time to get a quarterback was last year. They couldn't make it happen. And the quarterbacks that were available, they passed on them for whatever reasons. This is not the draft to get a quarterback. It's not. And it definitely is not the draft to reach for a quarterback. What's the purpose of drafting? What's the purpose of trading back into the first round to get Jackson Dart? To lose draft capital? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. You're going to draft Jackson Dart so he can sit a whole season? That doesn't make any sense. You're going to trade back. Some people are talking about trading back into the first round and taking Shador ahead of the Pittsburgh Steelers. That doesn't make any sense. If anything, the Giants trading and not trading. I'm not gonna spoil what I have the Giants doing, but the Giants, if you're gonna take a developmental quarterback, take a developmental quarterback. Why trade assets for a prospect and he's gonna sit anyway? That doesn't make sense. And this is not the year for quarterbacks, bro. Next year, you got Drew Aller. You got Garrett Nussmeier. You got Nico Amaya-Vea. You got Arch Manning. You got that kid from South Carolina, the runner. You got the dude from UTEP. Like, come on. You got crazy quarterbacks coming out next year. Why waste draft capital for a quarterback that if this was next year, that quarterback wouldn't go to like the 4th round? That doesn't make sense. You could fill more holes on the Giants by making the trades that I'm going to show you making today. And you'll be better off bringing in a quarterback next season, and he could hit the ground running. He could sit for 6 games behind Jameis and Tommy DeVito, and then boom, he could hit the ground running. And now you have a team, a complete team to build that's already been built around him. Totally different, bro. So, and a lot of people, I remember I had mock drafts, and I'm a homer. I understand. I'm a Michigan dude. I like Michigan. And I understand I'm a homer. And, I had the Giants taking Mason Graham. This is before all of the Abdul Carter and Travis Hunter's talk started. I had the Giants taking Mason Graham. People were hating on me. Why are the Giants taking Mason Graham? Well, the Giants are taking Mason Graham because we were in the bottom of the league in run defense. Seriously? Seriously? You obviously don't watch Giant games if you asking me a question like that. Now, I also had the Giants trading back to get Mason Graham. They weren't taking Mason Graham at 3. But what's the problem with Mason Graham? He's the best defensive tackle in the draft, hands down. You know what I mean? The Giants, in my opinion, they have to leave this draft with either Mason Graham or Abdul Carter as their first pick. Some people say Travis Hunter. The only knock I have on Travis Hunter is I think Travis Hunter is going to be a good player. I just don't think he's going to be a great player. The reason I don't think Travis Hunter is going to be a great player is not because of his talent. When you are a jack of all trades, you are a master of none, which means playing both sides of the ball is great. But what is he going to be great at? Who knows? And that's why I wouldn't take Travis Hunter. I understand the Giants need a wide receiver. I understand he can also play corner if Poston Adebo gets hurt or Deonte Banks doesn't snap out of what got him in his slump last season. But there's other corners out there that can do the job. You know, I know on paper it looks good. Oh, it's Travis Hunter, Heisman Trophy winner, and da-da-da-da-da. But once again, I'm a Michigan dude, and I'll put up Will Johnson against Travis Hunter any day. Any day. Will Johnson gets interceptions and he runs them back for pick sixes. People could talk about his injuries and all of that. I think Will Johnson was trying to save himself to not get hurt. That's why he had the shoulder injury and then he sat out for most of the season. I think it was a thing where he didn't want to get hurt. Now the turf toe thing, that was kind of fluky because that kept him out of his pro day. But I think he would have showed out on this pro day. I really do. But that's neither here nor there. Then you have some people talking about, if the Giants draft Abdul Carter, they're going to trade Kayvon Thibodeau. What? Why would you do that? Why would that even be a topic of discussion? You're talking about, a 24-year-old pass rusher that had 11 and a half sacks last season and missed 2 or 3 games. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And they talking about trading Kayvon Thibodeau. These people are talking about trading Kayvon Thibodeau for a 3rd round pick. What? Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. The Giants don't need to trade Kayvon Thibodeau. They need all hands on deck on that defensive line. And when the Giants were in their heyday, in the 90s especially, they had rushers coming from everywhere on the defensive line, up the middle, off the edge, blitzing at linebacker. That's what they need to get back to. And drafting Abdul Carter would get them back to that. When Steve Spagnuolo invented the NASCAR package, that was when he was with the Giants. And that was when he had Matthias Kiwanuka, Jason Pierre-Paul, Michael Strahan, Justin Tuck, Osi Umenyiora. Like, come on, dude. Seriously? Nah. I don't trade Kayvon Thibodeau for what? A 3rd round pick? Get out of here. That's stupid. You know what I mean? Y'all need to stop listening to these pundits, bro. But like I said, I'm going to do my mock draft. I promise. Before the draft, y'all are going to see what I did, why I was thinking the way I think, and why I did the things that I've done. It's going to shock a lot of people. It's probably not going to happen, but if it happened, it would be great, in my opinion. But, let's stay positive. Let's keep it real, folks. You know what I mean? Let's stop biting off each other and copying off each other just for some content, trying to say what's cool, jumping on bandwagons. New Yorkers stand alone, man, if they got to. And if your opinion doesn't matter, if your opinion doesn't coincide with everyone else's, that doesn't matter. You doing what you feel is right. You doing what you feel is best for the team and best for the organization itself in the long run. So, New York, stand up, and we going to have a good draft. We going to rock out. We going to do what we do, and we going to start working back to being great again. You know what I'm saying? So I love y'all. Peace, and I'll see y'all later on tonight. All right, later.